Good afternoon, it's Dave at ATI Watch Reviews. Please hit that like button and please smash the subscribe button for more awesome watch content. Little wristwatch check. Got my GA-400HR on, an absolute beautiful sports ani-digital Gshock. Big size but very light, fits perfectly on my 7¼ inch wrists. And I am wearing this actually for a reason. For this video, because, well, I've made a little bit of a mistake, because I've picked up a new watch. However, I've actually ordered the wrong colour variant of this model, because what I've ordered and what I've got in my hand now is actually a model, sadly, from 3 years ago, but, well, 2.5 years ago, but they've released a new version of it that only differs in the fact that it has a positive display and the colours. So this is obviously you get your warranty card. Interesting. And this is actually a first for the channel. Wow, check that out. Check out that dial. Because this is the GDB-200 UU9ER. But I thought I was buying the GDB-200 7, which is the positive version of this, but they do one in black that's positive. But I've ordered by accident, because it's the same price, like 129 quid. I've ordered this one from H. Samuel when I should have ordered the positive one, but I'll order both to get the comparison. Little overview then. This is the GBD-200 9ER. The 9ER just reflects its colour variant, essentially. It's a Bluetooth model, so you can hook it up to your smartphone. It's a sports model. It's like a fitness app one, so you can hook it up to Strava, get your distance, steps, all that stuff. It hooks up to the GPS of the phone and tracks your runs, and you can compare them to others if you're into that kind of thing. So it has a pedometer natively. Doesn't have GPS natively, but you can hook it up to the app and get it that way. It's a very small size. It's only the same size essentially as a G-Shock Square. So it's only about 48 by 46 mil by I think 15 mil. It's a sports watch and it's set up for like running. So you've got like a pedometer on here. You can do your intervals, it'll track your time, your speed, all that. And you can hook it up if you want like the GPS. It doesn't have native GPS, you have to hook it up to your smartphone. First impressions, it's super light, it looks really well put together, and look, it even has what I call wings. It has these little like shoulders, if you will, that support the watch better when it's on the wrist, but one downside is it could make them sweaty, but I don't think this watch will be. Now the main thing with this watch, if you don't know, it has an MIP display, which is a memory in pixel type of LCD. So instead of it being a super twisted pneumatic or in the TN panels that they normally put in to these entry-level watches, Casio are now moving to a superior technology that enables much better contrast ratio and much better viewing angles. You should be able to get almost perfect viewing angles on this thing. I'm going to try and see the limits of it, and as you can see there, 742 is completely legible, like totally off angle. Let's try it from each angle. You can view it there. I can still make out that says 742. And I'm nearly 90 degrees. Do it in the corner. That undoubtedly has way superior viewing angles to the the normal TNs that they put in these things, the normal displays. It looks so sharp and good. You know what it almost reminds me of? I know it's difficult to see this on, on a camera now, but it almost reminds me a little bit of an e-ink display that you get on some of them reading tablet things. I also prefer the bigger, more modern font that they've put in these. Now, this came out a couple of years ago, I think in 2022, but as I've said, they've brought out a positive version of this watch, which is exactly the same watch, just positive display basically, in a bit different colour. And I'm going to pick that one up to compare it. But initial impressions, let's get it on the wrist. And check that out. Look how crisp that dial is. Super, super crisp. And it fits, because it's only 58 grams. It's super, super comfortable. There's almost nothing there on the wrist. It's so light. It's probably too light for me. I have to say as well, the dimensions are very close on paper to the classic G-Shock Square. But I think this looks bigger. Even though I think they're very, very similar. I think it's because it's thicker. This one is a little bit thicker, probably about 15 mil. But wow. Let's just run through some modes. So it's on workout, stopwatch, activity. You can hook it up to your apps and get notifications. With the stainless steel case back. Let's just compare quickly the negative displays. We've got the older TN panel that has the negative on the GA-400 HR, which you can barely even see. It's that illegible. Versus the MIP display on the GDB-200, which, as you can see, looks so much better. And it's only 58 grams, so it's super light. So it can easily be worn by females and males, no problem. And as you're going to see, when it sits on my wrist, even though I've got pretty big wrists, because it's a bit thicker and because of the style of the case, I think it fits my wrist much better than the 5600s, which traditionally the G-Shock Squares for me are just too small. I have to wear the King G, which is a much bigger watch, and in fact the King G is too big. It's a G-Shock, so it's got 200 meter water resist. It does have a mineral crystal. Obviously this is a more entry-level watch. It's only retailed at 129, so it's not going to have sapphire, which they only put on the higher spec, or even some of the mid-tiers, like some of the Mudmasters have sapphires. It's got 200 meter water resist, so you can take it swimming, you can even take it diving if you really wanted to. And it has a fully resin band, very supple, very flexible. It's not like the harder plastics that are very inflexible. And it comes down to some plastic keepers with only a plastic buckle, but it does have a metal tang. Really, that buckle should be metal at this price point, in my opinion. I don't know why they've gone with the plastic there. The case back, you've got the module 3506, acceleration sensor, that'll be for running. So I'm going to get this on my wrist, I'm going to get a full review up, and I'm going to compare it to the full positive dial that is on the latest one that I was supposed to buy, that I'm going to buy shortly. It's been Dave, cheers.